when Sarah began building Sequoia Samanvaya, I was eagerly watching, really excited to see someone building something from the ground up.
I was immediately struck by just like her heart. You know, she has like a really great way of bringing heart into everything she does.
So from international development to music to theology, and today bringing it all together as her journey across continents and across several domains of knowledge, and to focus it on individual human growth.
This has been an amazing experience because they're one of the kind of cutting edge frontiers of teaching, not just teaching religion, but teaching in any ways is doing these kinds of online courses and communities.
Sequoia Samanvaya has actually helped me contextualize myself as an individual, which is something I thought I learned in seminary. James Hal Cone, the father of Black theology, was our first teacher of theology, and he said that you can't really talk about anything unless you know what your story is, who you are. And I actually didn't get around to that until I took a course with Sequoia Samanvaya.
Last summer, taking that course was like my whole, so many elements of my thinking are changing in very profound ways. This process of remembering all of these effects and forces and just different threads that have brought us to this moment that we're in, that it's supposed to bring out more compassion in your heart.
Using your imagination when you're talking about history, when you're talking about legacies of violence, and then knowing that you're retracing those pieces for an ultimate hope for peace and an ultimate hope for good stewardship of the earth. Sequoia Samanvaya gave me a lot of the tools to step back and reevaluate how I use my gifts.
Participating in her class has really allowed me to more fully realize and experience and live out my full identity.
And I'm able to be myself freely, and it's also taught me a lot of things about myself as a writer. This is probably the first writing experience I've had that asked me to look at things on a very spiritual level, and not just in terms of character development, but also taking pieces of who I am as an individual. So she's already preparing me for something that should happen 2 years from now.
To seek safety among stars of chaos that separate us from recognizing that we belong to her, our earth that sustains us, within us heals souls, older generations, future innovations. You aren't alone. If you seek asylum across borders, searching before peace, for safety, for children, for the unborn, I am with you wandering the deserts, hoping to heal some cries, knowing that in this darkness there will come a time we all will be forced to seek safety amongst the stars of chaos. If for nothing else but for others, I will brave the desert. I will live with less and do more.
In the space of providing solutions, Sequoia Samanvaya gives a new imagination, a new possibility and hope. Because we are all the time searching for newer ways and methods of addressing the same old problems. What Sequoia Samanvaya is doing is helping people to reimagine and reinvent so that we don't forget the process of invention. That, I think, is something that I find very hopeful when I often narrate her story to my own students. And I tell them that this is where hope lies. If there are people willing to take this kind of pathways, this kind of approach and move forward, there is much more hope.